I thought the anesthesiologist gave the patient a medication that he was allergic to, causing him to have a massive heart attack. Do you want to learn what the anesthesiologist told me during pretrial testimony that totally destroyed my entire theory of liability against him? Come join me as I share with you this remarkable information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. So now, this patient was going in to have elective shoulder surgery. And as part of the surgical testing, the pre-surgical testing, he tells the nurse that he is allergic to a medication known as Lidocaine. And she writes it down in that form. So now the patient goes to have the surgery, and the anesthesiologist gives him the anesthesia. And what does he give him? He gives him an injection of Lidocaine. And within seconds, the patient ultimately suffers a massive heart attack. He has to be resuscitated. He's then taken to the cardiac care unit, and now his surgery is obviously canceled. But now I had an opportunity to question the anesthesiologist when the patient brought a lawsuit against the hospital and the doctors involved in this particular case. It was our belief that this doctor did not know that the patient had an allergy to lidocaine, and that I was able to establish definitively. The doctor, the anesthesiologist, did not learn from either the patient or from the pre-surgical testing information that the patient had this lidocaine allergy. And I was able to establish that if this doctor, this anesthesiologist, knew that the patient was allergic to lidocaine, he never, ever would have given him an injection which caused and created this entire problem. Instead, what he would have done was he would have put him to sleep with gas. So here's what the doctor said when I questioned him during his pretrial testimony that totally destroyed that theory of liability, that the allergic reaction caused and created this gentleman's cardiac problem. I said, what caused this patient to have a heart attack? And now here's where I got totally thrown. He told me the patient did not have an allergic reaction. I said, excuse me? I said, are you telling me you gave this patient an injection of lidocaine, but that did not cause his heart attack? He said, no. Number one, the lidocaine did not cause an allergic reaction. And number two, it was the administration of lidocaine directly into the artery that caused this heart attack. So here, number one, we have a doctor who didn't know the patient was allergic. And if he had, he would have used a different method of anesthesia. But now it turns out that inadvertently, while inserting the medication to give to this patient, it went into the wrong place, and now it went into his bloodstream. And as a result of that toxic medication going into his bloodstream, the patient now suffered this massive heart attack that caused him to go into cardiac arrest and need all sorts of resuscitative measures. That totally threw me for a loop, and then I had to change our entire theory of liability midway during the course of questioning this particular anesthesiologist. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you to give you an insight and an understanding to what goes on in the litigation process in a case involving medical malpractice of an anesthesiologist. You know, I realize you're watching this video because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, I do this every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.